Okay, this is a video to help you with the probability investigation. And let's just start off just to remind ourselves, probability is always a number between 0 and 1. It's a fraction. And how do you make the fraction? You always put the possible number of outcomes, the possible number of things you're looking at goes in the bottom, and the probability that you're looking for, whatever events that you're looking for, the chosen outcomes go on the top. Like say you've got a bag of 6 marbles and 5 of them are green. So what's the chance if you reach into that bag of pulling out a green marble? Well, it would be 5 green marbles out of 6 marbles together. There'd be 5 chances in 6. And that's what the probability of picking a green marble out of the bag is. Well, this experiment, there's more than just 6 possible outcomes. But when you roll 2 dice, say you get a 3 on the first dice and you get a 5 on the second dice. So say this is a 3 and that's a 5. You're looking at 5 minus 3. What are the chances that the difference will be 2? Well, that's one event. If you roll a 5 and a 3, when you subtract 5 minus 3, you get a difference of 2. And you can fill out that outcome right there. What about a sum? What about a sum? Well, I put that in blue. That would fit there in blue. What about a sum of 8? Oh, 5 and 3 works like that for this well. If you had 5 on the first dice and 3 on the next, they add up to equal 8. So you could fill in an 8 here. And all the places where the 2 dice combine together to make an 8, you put an 8 there, and you're looking at all the possible ways that an 8 can happen. And that's how it works. So what do you do here? You're still going to have to make a fraction. I won't do it for you. You've got to figure it out. You've got to make a fraction of the possible ways that you can get a sum of 8 over the total number of things that can happen. You're actually looking at the total number of things that can happen, but you've got to make the fraction. And that's the way it works. Now, in the last part of the investigation, I actually did to do something. This would give you something called theoretical probability, making these fractions here. What if we did an experimental probability? Well, what I want you to do is, if you have a dice, we're going to roll a dice 3 times. But if you don't have a dice, you can go to a virtual dice roller. A virtual dice roller. Let's take a look at that. And then you roll the dice and look. I like it. Watch this. It rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls. There it is. A 3 and a 5. And then you can roll the dice again. Oh, a 4 and a 6. 4 on the first, 6 on, and then you can roll the dice again. And it's just as wonderfully random as 2 dice that are perfectly balanced rolling. The computer does it for you. And you've got to roll it 12 times. You write down all the results, and then you take a look. Gee, how many times do I get that it add up to 8? How many times was the difference of 2? And that's how your experiment works. And you're going to compare the 2 things, experimental probability and theoretical probability. And that's how it works. There you go.